Hello and welcome to this video in which we explore Google Classroom's new embedded Gemini tools. I'm Kyle Krenz, a technology integrationist with SWWC and a member of SWWC's AID team. You may be familiar with Google's AI platform Gemini. You as a user of Gemini can interact with it to generate information and to create content. With Google Classroom also being a Google-based product, Google designers have taken Gemini and embedded it right into Google Classroom for teachers to use and generate content to then use with their students in their different content areas. This embedded Gemini tool can be found by entering your Google Classroom account. Once in Google Classroom, on the left side menu, you will find a Gemini icon, which is 3 from the top of the menu. Click on this to open Gemini within the classroom. Once clicked, the page will change. On this new page, you as an educator can choose which type of content you would like to create. Each type of content can be found on an individual card. A few examples of these cards include a quiz generator, re-level text, and an outline for a lesson plan, amongst other options that educators can choose from. If you select one of these cards, for example, we will use the generated quiz option. We will then be brought to a page to set up what we want our generated content to include. The setup for any content card you select is basically the same, no matter which you choose. You'll be asked to input the information the AI platform asks for. Once inputted, then click the Generate button. Once generated, you can use the Export button to send your generated content into a doc form or send your content to a specific class in your Google Classroom account. You can also simply copy and paste the generated content into another file type of your choosing. If you do not like the outputted content, you can continue conversing with Gemini to make edits and changes and regenerate your selected content via the chat section underneath your generated content. Additionally, if you do not want to use the specific cards to generate content, you can interact with Gemini by using the chatbot, creating gems, which are specific chatbots that you can create and then share out to your students in the classroom to use. Finally, you can create a notebook using Google's Notebook LM. By using this platform, you input your own sources such as articles, slideshows, and textbook chapters to create new curriculum content. It is important to note that these embedded AI tools are currently only for educator use from within Google Classroom. The only exception is that if you as the educator create a gem, which is a user-designed chatbot, and place that gem into a classroom course for students to interact with. However, do not be surprised in the future that more of AI Gemini's tools become available for student use. In this video, you have learned how to navigate and interact with the embedded Gemini AI platform from within Google Classroom. If you feel comfortable, feel free to use these tools to create new content for your classes as you go throughout this coming school year. Thank you for your time and attention.